Hi, Cancer. Welcome to your timeless empowerment and love reading. This oracle card reading is for Cancer Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or I always say, as we are an amalgamation of a bunch of Zodiac soup. Maybe it's just the title that resonated with you and brought you here for a message. If you're new to my channel, my name is Debbie Dubois. Welcome in. I wanted to let you know that on my channel, we talk about spirituality. We definitely talk about empowerment, and we talk about the new love relationship blueprint, which we are going to get into later in this reading. The first thing that we're going to do, however, is we're going to take a look at a major theme. I tend to use the healing deck from the Intuit Soul Expansion Trio to kind of get it rolling. And I also use a focus card. So I've already pulled those, and we're really going to dive deep into something that I think this is something that I'm sure a lot of people are dealing with. We've got the fear of death and we've got stretch. Okay. Now, these readings are timeless because of the fact that, everyone is dealing with different things at different times. And I would say during these times, there's probably a lot of people that, we're not always talking just about the fear of death itself, but we're talking about other things that come along with the fear of things ending, fear of others dying. And we've got major changes that are happening on the planet right now. So, to have a fear of the death of anything, even if it's just a way of life, a way of being, that's coming up really strong for Cancer right now, apparently. So we're going to dive into it. I'm going to go ahead and use, I think in this reading we're going to use the Zodiac 180 from Intuit Oracle. I will tell you that, oh my gosh, can you see my cat? It's got a ping pong ball. Can you see that? Oh my gosh, she's going to make me crazy. Sassy, stop that. Anyways, Intuit Oracle is the loose sponsor of my videos. It is my company with Kimberly Aria, and we create cards that anyone can read because there are beautiful keywords on them. And I believe that empowerment really begins with you being able to tune into your own inner knowing. I do this daily. I do this all the time to tune into what do I know about the situation. And these cards do a fantastic job of helping me as a tool. And what's really interesting is the more you do it, the less you need the cards. But the cards are fun, so we're going to use them. All right. So I'm going to start pulling cards, and hopefully you're not hearing that ping pong ball all over the room like I am. Like, no. All right, we got the emeralds. What I'm asking right now is, what does Cancer need to know around the subject of the fear of death? The other card is stretch. And that seems like that might be something. I'm going to have to turn this camera off in a second and take that ball away from my cat. It's so mean, but I'm going to have to do it because even if you can't hear it, I can. Oh, we got the cufflinks. Yeah, I'm going to see about taking the ping pong. I feel so bad, but I have to. So I went and I got the ping pong ball, and my cat made this little like, do you really have to take it, Mom? Yes, I do. All right, so we're going to get back into the subject, which is, I want to say it's a very serious subject when we've got the fear of death and endings and things like that. But, I feel very, very sure that this reading is trying to bring you some comfort around the fact that when things end, new things are getting ready to begin. And so it's really about stretching yourself into the new, and the emerald is about healing, right? It's about finding peace, soul restoration, growth. It's a mature love. Cufflinks are all about personal expression, being well put together, indulging. So you got some really good positive cards here. So we're right now finding out what is Cancer, what does Cancer need to know about what they're going through? What are the messages coming through for Cancer about this period of time? I almost want to say the stretching is the more important aspect of the two cards. Like, yes, you're trying to heal a fear of something ending or the changing of the way things have always been done. But the stretch is the most important part. Like, you have every ability to stretch into this new energy. And all right, come on, cards. We can have some jumpers. Here's one. The answer is no. All right, let's find out. What's the answer? No. What is the situation or event is not unfolding? Well, this is interesting too. We got a relationship here. So this situation, I don't know if this is pertaining to, this is soulmates. This is long-term potential. This is dating. I don't want to say that that's no. We got another card here, the hammock. We got the pioneer. We got the blinders. There's the victim mentality that comes when we can be ready to stretch into something and we can be like, oh, I can't do that. I don't have what it takes. I'm being suppressed. Someone's stopping me. There's that fear of death, the fear of change showing up. Oh my gosh, we've got two gems. We got the diamond and the emerald. The diamond is about commitment, an unconquerable force, and it's also your multidimensional. And we have the repairman. Okay, yeah, something is really being worked on here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and go to the overhead view so that we can read these cards together. And let's find out what's going on for Cancer. So these are some pretty powerful cards for Cancer. And I want to say that the fear of death to me feels like this transitional period. The transitional period from a place where you've been used to doing things a particular way, and we've got the pioneer. And the pioneer is basically talking about moving into uncharted territory, which isn't that really what everyone is going through at a global level. We're moving into uncharted territory. Is there any wonder that there is a fear of death? And I want to say, let's say death endings. Endings is a really good, and in order for there to be new beginnings, we have to have endings. But this does seem like, with the blinders here, we've maybe been in a very, I want to say, the tunnel visions. It comes to mind. Echo chamber, out of touch, oblivious. Hyper focused is even more. Maybe in echo chamber, it's like the way things have always been, and maybe feeling a little bit like, how do I move out of the way things have always been and move into this new place that I need to go? The new place. This is the repairman that's showing up. This card showing up for me really means that you've been working on this. You've been working on this. And because the pioneer is the challenge ahead, it's the destination or bust. This is trailblazing right there, trailblazing. But I want to show you it's also unflappable courage. It takes an incredibly courageous person to move forward and to have to move beyond whatever it is that stopped you in the past from moving into this new space. That the timing is now there. And no, don't come up here, kitty. No, kitty. Oh my gosh, my cats are totally want to be part of this reading. I just want my cat to catch on fire. Oh my gosh. Jasper. Yep. What is he doing? He's coming over towards the candle. Come on, Jasper. All right, I'm going to have to. Well, the cat is definitely coming into your reading. I've got two different cats that have made an appearance in this reading, and this is when I'm on the tabletop mode. So there is the energy of the cat that is trying to reach you. And I'm not exactly sure why, but maybe you'll know what that energy is about. We're in the process of some kind of repair. And I think that this, from a few of the Cancer friends that I have, I would say that I can confirm that there's been a healing process going on for several of the people that I know. And I happen to know two specifics that are moving into new territories. One is a new job. One is a completely new responsibilities. So this is, again, it's not necessarily death, although it could be. There's a possibility that you're dealing with a loved one, or you've got some of your own fears about being sick. Maybe you've been sick and you're concerned about your health. But the cards are basically offering something different, which is we've got the emerald and the diamond. And these two cards together are so powerful because the emerald is about healing and restoring your soul, growing, maturing. It's been a time for reflection. And the diamond is about this incredible, multifaceted, creative force. This is where your spiritual power lies. And what I'm seeing here is this process is about, this is the central card, by the way, in this row really talks about this is the energy of where you're going, right? This is lifting up in, the word ascension is on there. This is about letting go of the old. This is about coming into the new independent energy, which is the absolute opposite of codependency, which codependency is what has been ruling this disempowerment chamber. So as you do that, you're going to be rolling into higher vibration, more freedom, more fun, and you're gaining higher perspectives on what's happening. Now we have the appearance here of the soulmate lovers, long-term potential. I want to say, yes, this could have to do with relationships, but there's something that jumps off the card at me. A couple of things that do. The it factor, alluring, je ne sais quoi. There is this something that is drawing you. And it is whatever this carrot is on a stick for you, it is making it easier to face these changes. So whether that is a relationship or whether it's just something special to you, something that's pulling to you, whether it's a purpose, a long-term potential of something happening. The word seduce, it's like you're feeling this pull, this seduction towards something. And it could be a relationship. Now, I want to clarify the answer is no. And I'm just going to go into my own inner knowing to see what this is about. Yeah, I think I'm going to pull a card from the Intuit Oracle. And I'm going to ask, because, I was asking, is this about a relationship not coming in? And, well, I should just say the answer is no. It's not that it's not coming in. The answer is no to that question. No, I honestly am not really sure why the appearance of the no is there. I want to say bridge closed is coming to me. I'm actually tuning in on the picture more than, okay, all right, now I am getting something. But you know what? I'm going to pull from the Intuit Oracle to confirm this. This is exactly the energy that I was looking for. And I'll tell you why. All right, let's just put this right here for now. We'll put it here for now. We'll cover up the blinders. What I was getting was, look at the bridge and look at the bridge is closed. It's closed for a reason. It's closed for some kind of construction, or maybe there's a ship going through. So you don't have access to, these are buildings back here. This might be the old way of doing things. This might be, corporate jobs. This might be just traditional ways of doing things. It's a city. You're thinking, I really want to cross that bridge to get over there. And this card is saying no. So what I was getting is that this whole thing that we're talking about, which is the pioneer, this is the cutting edge. This is no going back. This is no going back. So there's no going back to the old ways of doing things. There's no way to hold on to victim mentality, a narrow focus, being out of touch. You cannot stand the energy of this that is represented by the old energy of those buildings. And this is why, because we have a sunrise coming. It's a new day, right? This is the end of the problems. This is the beginning. This is the fresh start. It's a new day. And darkest before the dawn. Sometimes it really is darkest before the dawn. And this is what I feel is coming up with this. This is the fear of failure to me. This is the fear of what if? What if I can't? What if I can't adjust, right? What if I can't let go? And all of this, we think of death as endings. This has been coming up a lot. it came up for me yesterday personally, is this fear of moving forward, you know? That's why I'm saying we are all an amalgamation, and most of these readings could be applying to anyone at any time. It's just, it's just the way the cards are falling. Because I know I have Cancer in my chart. I think that Cancer is my North Node. So, that's why these readings are so powerful for a lot of different people. But what I'd like to say is this cufflinks represents where you're going. Oh, and there's another card. Well, let me just finish this. I this all the time. I interrupt myself. But this right here is that this is I want to say the power of achievement, getting there, arriving in all the things, whether it's wealth, luxury, indulgence, affluence. Personal expression is a really important one for me, obviously. Being in this place where you are well put together, doing what it is that you came here to do, whatever it is, once you get past this period of time. And this card, to me, the hammock, is saying, hey, you are suspended between two things right now. You see that? You may feel like you're in a waiting process. You may feel like you're in suspension, in limbo. But in truth, this is what you're doing. You're working through this. You're working through, and it's a stretch for you. This is a real stretch. Cancer doesn't typically like change, it's kind of like the focus is grounded and centered and, of course, emotional. But you don't really like change, because change will create an emotional response a lot of times. So that's what you're working on right now. And I guess, what the cards are saying is you've got the balloons, you've got the cufflinks, you've got this, je ne sais quoi, something is coming. It's the it factor. You're under repairs. This is, take it for what it is. You're under repairs. You're making adjustments. You're making things right. You're upgrading. Look at that word, upgrading. You're upgrading right now. And you've got the power of the emerald and the diamonds to do that. So, once again, the universe is saying, I got your back. Just walk through it. It may be a stretch for you, but guess what? It's the beginning of a new day, and it's going to be so well worth it. So keep going, Cancer. Let's go ahead and pull an empowerment card. Let's see what, your higher self has to say. When you fully access your inner being, you will possess all the power of an infinite creator being. This is the path we're all on. This is the path that we are all on. And for you right now, in order to be able to access that inner being, it's almost like you've got to move through this fear of moving into something new. A great deal of surrender, right? Surrender. Allow yourself to put things on pause. Allow yourself to support yourself. This might be meditation. It might be just quiet time. And allow yourself that, because where you're going is the cutting edge. Being a creator being is no small thing. It is incredible. And no one, it's so few people are living like this right now, but everyone is going to live like this soon. So you're on that destination or bust. And you're on your way to your full expression of your infinite creator being self. So I'm going to leave this portion of the reading here. We'll go ahead, and what I'd like to do is I'm going to use the Intuit Oracle Twin Flame deck, and we're going to look for some messages from your person. And as I shuffle and pull some cards for you, I talk about the new love relationship blueprint, and the new love relationship blueprint is one that cannot contain any codependence. That is why there is such a big, there's such a big push for that right now. And a lot of the divine feminine energy has already been through this work, polishing off the final dust and specks of, whatever's holding us there. And this is the whole fear of death thing, that fear of the change. But whether you're a person who has identified who that being is, that's your other half, or your other, I don't want to say your perfect reflection, your perfect vibrational frequency, that person that you just can't let go of, whether you have that in your existence now, or whether it's something that's coming in. Everybody is shifting and adjusting right now to align with the new relationship blueprint, because it's such a huge part of being here. It is the duality, it is the polarity that we see, it is the dark and the light, the feminine and the masculine. And right now, we are each bringing in this new love relationship blueprint by how we view relationships, how we behave within relationships, what our expectations are, what our boundaries are that we draw. And so the cards that I'm going to be pulling are messages from your person, whether you know them or not, whether you've met them or whether you've seen someone that you think could be someone really special to you, or whether you don't know this person at all and they haven't come in. They're still working to find their way to you. And so we are going to pull some cards on that. I got karmic ties. So this person, that if this person, whether they're in your life or not, they're still working on karmic contracts. It doesn't have to be a person. It can be anything. Karmic ties again. Past life influences, our connection. I've lost you in other lifetimes. It makes me afraid. Some people are healing grief, fear of death. Look at that. So whoever your person is, they're dealing with, they're dealing with some heavy stuff. They're going through it. So this person feels like they don't deserve love, whether they know you or not. It's like they long for it. It says je ne sais quoi. They long for it, but they might not feel that they deserve it yet. If they do know you, they might be afraid that you're going to leave them when you find out who they really are, or that they still have karmic contracts to finish and it's not the right time. So, and this could be you as well. I want to say that clearly. This can be you as well. So depending on who's watching this, let me see here. We've got a timing card. Please don't give up on me. I'm trying to change. All right. This is a very strong message coming through for me on this. Please don't give up on me. I'm trying to change, but it takes time. This is the love relationship blueprint. The person who's there for you is working on their stuff. And there's no timelines in this. And it doesn't have to be a slow time. It can be a fast time. We're in accelerated times. But this person is definitely wanting you to know, please wait for me. Don't give up on love. Don't give up on the special love. Look at this. This other card is, I'm conflicted about whether I have what it takes to be your partner. I'm worried that you'll leave me when you see who I really am. So whoever this person is, whether they're in your life or whether they're growing to become the person that you will meet in the future, this is where they're at. They're afraid that they're going to miss out on love. That's what I'm getting. The person that you're connected with is very possible, just doubting themselves right now. They're going through a doubting period. The next solstice or equinox will bring an important shift for us. Draw another card. We're going to do that now. It's so funny. Whenever I pull that card, I think of my friend Marla Kelly. Marla Kelly is the person that brought through the messages for the Twin Flame Oracle. And I'll never forget when I was going through my catalytic heart awakening. She had these cards on postcards. They were just these little white postcards. And I was astounded at the messages that were coming through, and her ability to see clearly into my situation with these cards. And that is the foundation of what created the Intuit Twin Flame Oracle. It's an incredible deck in that it's got so much more depth than any other twin flame or relationship oracle deck, because it has these messages that are so highly crafted from a higher space, like the higher self. So anyways, I was just thinking about that when she created this card. It just made me think of her. Well, let's draw another card, because she actually had that in her little white index card deck. And I was like, wow, that's a really cool idea. So we have the spring equinox coming. And, I have been getting, oh my gosh, I have been getting really powerful messages that come March and April is when most of us are going to see a really big shift in the blueprint. But I've been picking that up for Cancer especially. So look at this. I want to hold you in my arms and feel our bodies unite as one. So this is an important shift that's coming. This might actually be when you meet that person, or when you finally say hello to that person, or when the person that you're in a relationship with says, hey, I finished up this contract. I'm not saying that that's a definite, but I have been getting very strongly that something is going to happen with those blueprints come the end of March and beginning of April. So we will find out. Mark this video and let's go back to it and see what happens. All right, what else for Cancer? Another message. I want to know everything about you, but I hold myself back from asking. I'm afraid. I'll get in too deep. I'm afraid. It keeps coming up over and over again that in this blueprint shift, there's that fear of death, fear of change, fear that that person, either you're going to get in too deep, they're going to get in too deep. Everyone's really afraid of this new love relationship blueprint. And that's because we cannot conceive of a relationship that doesn't involve distortion. We can't conceive of it. And so I'm picking up a lot of this fear card in the last reading that I did for Gemini. Same thing. This person, though, does feel your energy merging together as if it has a life of its own. This is the acceleration of this blueprint I'm talking about. So regardless of whether you're in other karmic connections and you have stuff that you need to work through, regardless if you have fear, the reason why you have fear is you're feeling the pull of this person. You don't know this is the other person or you. We are feeling this pull to the other person and we don't know if we have what it takes. Can we show up without distortion? Can they show up without distortion? Does that even exist? You see? Really, really powerful cards coming through here. All right, one more. Let's take one more card for Cancer. What else? What other message do we have for Cancer? I know the universe works in mysterious ways, but sometimes I judge this situation instead of surrendering to it. Fear of death, fear of change, fear of not being good enough. The universe asking you to stretch. Why? Because you've got new beginnings on the horizon. All of us do. From a relationship standpoint, that's the blueprint. So, yeah, just in summary, we really have, this is the blueprint in progress. This is very similar to the last reading I did. And I'm seeing this a lot. Everyone is feeling this. They're starting to feel the merge of the energies. They want to be with this person, whoever it is. They want to be with you. You want to be with them. It's really hard to surrender to that and trust because of all the harm and hurt that we've experienced in closing our hearts. Please don't give up on me. I want to point out that these cards, from a higher standpoint, from a spiritual standpoint, see how this cuts both ways. Please don't give up on me. I'm trying to change, but it takes time. That can be you. That can be them. It's a perfect reflection. And look at what we've got here. We've got almost like the infinity symbol with the water. It's a timer, right? It's a timer, but there's an infinity symbol. And what's rushing through the middle is the sands of time. And we feel the pressure of time, right? We feel the pressure of time because we're feeling this person. All of us are feeling this person. So this is not just a message from your person, but this is actually a message from your higher self. Find the places where you don't feel like you're deserving of the love, right? Find out what karmic contracts you're still finishing up. Find out where you're afraid. I'm wondering whether I have what it takes. But look at this. Just remember, this is the energy drawing you together. You want to be together. You want to be together. And I'm going to make a prediction that we are going to see some really big shifts. And I am going to start doing some readings, checking in with this relationship blueprint. So you're going to want to, if you haven't subscribed to the channel and that's of interest to you, you're going to want to subscribe because I can see myself doing not just card readings, but also bringing in some messages having to do with the new relationship blueprint. So keep that in mind. All right. Well, I think I'm going to go ahead and leave that there. You can always stop the video and look at these cards closer and see if you're getting any information for yourself. But let's go ahead and leave that portion of the reading there. So anyways, Cancer, thank you so much for joining me for this reading. Please be aware I have a pick a card reading that I published last week. It is timeless, but there's a lot of powerful information in there. It's about love messages from your person. And there's 4 different readings to choose from. I think they're each a half hour. So you can go find the one that you resonate most with and click on that timestamp. And I put a link to that in the description below. If you like this video, please, if you wouldn't mind, give it a thumbs up. Maybe share it with a friend if you've got a friend that's got Cancer influence in their chart and you feel that this would be helpful for them. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that already. Those things really help me build my channel. And right now, what I'm trying to do is get my voice out there because I think that there's a lot of shifts and changes that are happening. And I feel like, my mission here is to bring new perspectives and bring some comfort during really tribulation kind of times. So thank you for spending this time with me, and I will see you in the next reading. Take care.